Hi guys, I am the greatest sports entertainer of all time, Tommaso Ciampa, and joining me today is quite possibly, who am I kidding? He is the greatest
Okay.
professional wrestler of all time, Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. We are going to be doing a very special edition of WWE Playback as we watch a classic WWE World Title match between Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, and Triple H.
Just so you know, a little background on this. This match, I wasn't sure which one it was, and now I see that it's like, oh, I think it's that Raw we did in San Antonio. Prior to this was another opportunity for us to sort of go back and, much like Flair and Steamboat did on many occasions, and of course, Tommaso and Johnny. We were sort of a storyline, Hunter and HBK, that was always sort of there, and this was a sort of an opportunity that we were going to have some time to go back to it. But again, it turned out to be really, really good.
Now, where are you at as far as hometown crowd? Obviously, they're going to give you a different type of energy. You know that going out to the match. Is there a different type of preparation for you?
No, well, I'll tell you. So obviously, it's been many years. I've been in San Antonio numerous times. But look, there's a comfort level. It's almost, again, you feel like, I can sort of get away with anything. I could really screw up badly, and they'd be very forgiving and understanding of it. And as you know, look, anytime you're working with that kind of net, so to speak, it's hard to beat. And obviously, you're a ton more relaxed, open to anything, and again, clearly in a good mood because there's no question about whether you've got it.
Yep. And now I've cheated. I've watched this match ahead just to kind of refresh my memory. And based on what you said, there's so much you can get away with in front of your hometown crowd because it just doesn't matter what you do. They're going to eat it up. They're going to love it. Very forgiving. I've always enjoyed when I get to come home to Milwaukee and we run Turner Hall and stuff with NXT. It's always a very, very receptive crowd, and I don't know, as a performer, kind of puts you at ease.
Well, and obviously, because you and I are, honestly, you're more of a Hunter type good guy than certainly I would be. But to your point, I can still I can go ultimate cheesy good guy, and they won't boo you out of the building. To your point, when it's your hometown, they'll just about let you do whatever you want. And again, and that is, as you know, it's great to not even have to have that in your head anywhere and just go.
This is such a subtle thing that I loved watching it back, is Hunter's entrance and how Rick is just 5 beats behind him. And it's just, I don't know, something about it to be one of the greatest that ever laced up a pair of boots, gives the spotlight to Hunter, who's the champ right now. But his presence is just something about that, like him being in the shadow there. He's up to no good. He's who he is.
Rick was still spot on money at this time. I mean, he was fantastic out there. He would hustle out there. He was working full time, just again walking back 5 steps. And that's look at Rick. I mean, again, Rick looks like $1 million.
He gets active in this one too.
Yeah, he does.
Do you have any backstory to how the water became a thing for Hunter's entrance? Do you have any idea?
No, I don't. Like I said, that was something he started after I had left. I will say this, though, Tommaso. There are things that I look at now, again, that we have talked about in class, that because the business has changed and advanced so much, that I see myself not doing things that I asked you guys to do, because you have taken it so far, and now we felt we were detailed then, and now we're even into more detail because the fan has gotten a heck of a lot smarter and a lot more sophisticated.
We've progressively made our job harder for us. It's more and more difficult.
Well, that's on you guys. Again, because you guys have taken it to another level, which it's a good thing. As the wrestling fan, I believe, is happy about that.
I love so much about this opening sequence, all the way to the strut, from the headlock hold on when Hunter gives you the back elbow. It just looks so spot on, right on the nose. The simplicity of you could do the strut because Flair's there and it's going to get such a great reaction, you know?
Oh, almost went into the first row.
You didn't go with the moonsault Kurt Angle style on that one.
No, great to
Another
have two
thing-
guys that you know, no matter how far you're going, they're going to get out there and catch you as well.
Right, yeah. Earl, one of your favorite guys to work with?
For sure. Oh, yeah. I mean, look, there was a time when I wouldn't go out there without him.
Really?
Plain and simple. Yes. Yeah. He worked so hard. Look, he was one of those very first guys, again, that I ever really encountered that I understood, oh, my goodness, if I make it a point to really make use of him and his energy, his count sequence, everything that he was doing, that would help me.
My first official that was like that was Todd Sinclair, who I had on the Independence. But I always remembered he'd give me a lot of feedback after events, and it was one of those things where I was like, oh man, he's in the ring for 3, 4, 5 matches a night where I'm only doing one, and he was in the ring at the time with Samoa Joe and CM Punk and so many others. So it's amazing the experience and the stuff that they pick up that you could just, if your ears are open, eyes are open, you just listen, and you can pick up a lot of tips from those guys.
Yeah. As you know, Tommaso, once you find another element that you can sort of exploit or use to your advantage in a match, man, you're all over it. Makes your job
Tricks,
easier.
The more tricks, the better.
When you have a referee that isn't a hustler, so to speak, heck, that stands out more than anything. I mean, now everybody sort of has understood that referee is unbelievably valuable if you want them to be. And so I think all of it, it's why there aren't many referees that aren't bona fide athletes, you know what I mean? And folks that have been in the ring, most of them more often than not. So they really have a better understanding, I think, than they once did.
Unreal, the crowd just responding to every strike thrown.
Well, and to your point, this whole match, again, as you look at it, I don't know that you'd have been able to do that, say, in the Garden if I wasn't in front of my hometown crowd, to where even sort of the basics is satisfying to them. They're enjoying it because, again, it's because you're out there, again, with two guys that got a decent amount of TV time. There's always a story there. And again, it's a match that, in this particular instance, they want to see. You don't have to do everything under the sun.
Talk about an old trick that always works.
The stretch.
You get that guy on the outside, whether he's going to pull the rope so you can't reach it or he's going to grab onto his hand. Either way, works every time.
Yep. And once again, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, where we get to take advantage of Earl being out there. I love the Nate. Oh, Flair's so awesome. Well, and I'll tell you, look, this is also so, and I don't know, what the number was on Hunter's reigns at this time. But again, I go back. It's so funny because I can, I look at the guy who went out there and had that European match with where he was running across the ring, and we were just having so much fun when we started out, and then the growth of him when he took over DX, then going into the game, and again, I don't know, just sort of evolving. Honestly, not blowing smoke, not because he's my buddy. Sincerely, one of the absolute best that's ever done this stuff. And again, this isn't even. He still has farther to go. He was, I feel like, this point, just sort of peaking and riding out a guy that was everything that is a ring general.
What I like a lot about his evolution of his character too is that at the core, always the same guy. A little bit of a difference, obviously, from the Hunter Hearst Helmsley. But once he got out of that role and started moving in towards the stuff with the DX, whether it was that or Evolution or doing his own stuff, he could do a little comedy. He could be super ruthless, but always the same person. You just see in different layers of the character, which today is so important that you have that like human element to you.
Yeah, well, as you know, we've talked about it a lot of times. Look, there was a time where you could do the same thing all the time, and they almost got to where that's what they wanted to see. Now that attention span is very different. There's got to be an evolution. There's got to, you have to evolve. Emotion, all of those types of things have to change in you. You can still say, to your point, at your core, the same guy, but there's got to be just, small tweaks here and there of growth. And he has, and he did it. He did it fantastic. And again, that's why it doesn't last 25 years. Let's put it that way. It doesn't last that long if you're not doing it correctly, because it'll run its course.
I feel like television had a big effect on that aspect of wrestling, because somewhere over the last decade or so, like the TV drama series have become so different, where characters are so layered, and they're like, as a fan, you start to have these forums and websites where you're talking about the storylines of the characters, and I think that then infiltrated wrestling, where it wasn't okay anymore to just have the one tagline, go out there, do the same thing every night. Like, fans kind of required more from you for that.
Yeah, well, and also, again, think about it. They were, simple and easy. Works every time.
I also love the nuance of him hurting his own knee by doing the jumping knee to you, and then you immediately capitalizing with the figure four, which with Rick there just means even more.
Yeah.
And then Rick is the one who helps him escape his own hold.
Yep.
There's just so many nuances that are layered into that little exchange.
You mentioned it earlier. Look, you have to evolve. You have to change. You're not out there every 3 weeks now. They're seeing you darn near every week. And that is something, again, Rick didn't have to wrestle every week. Hogan didn't have to wrestle.
Not in front of a national audience, yeah.
Correct. Exactly.
Right, yeah. I love it. Simplicity. Man, that hometown crowd.
Yeah. And I will say, even me from a fire state, that's lazy fire, ladies and gentlemen. But it's because
your hometown, man.
they let me get away with it. Yeah.
They're okay with it.
Yeah.
I love about this era and all the times before it. Just I like crowd noise as opposed to the constant need to chant something now.
Yeah.
Something feels so much more organic about the crowd noise than something like this.
Well, because it is organic and it is real. Yeah. Oh, I will say that, and that's not to slight the fans now, but again, they've become a part of the show. They've got a role, I think they feel, and that's quite all right. But it was very different.
Man, just everybody on their feet. I love that. Funny to think this is a Monday Night Raw main event too.
Yeah.
I mean, this is about a 30-minute main event. I mean, you just don't see it often nowadays. I feel like, I don't know if you remember this, Bischoff is clearly not on your side, correct, at this time?
Yeah, but I think, again,
he kind of wants you gone?
Yeah, it was a little bit, he couldn't overtly come out and say it, so to speak, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Almost needs a reason to fire you type of scenario, something to that degree.
Well, look, and not trying to be an outwardly biased general manager / you know what I mean?
Right.
And that's what sort of worked about the end of this. Again, he was able to lean on the technicality, but,
Well, like any good villain, there has to be a little bit of truth to what he says and what he does. Yeah,
that's what makes it work, for sure.
Right.
Yeah. Well, look, and I will say, I can remember it. I know there's probably a lot of people at home that will listen to this and go, I can't believe he said that. But it was Vince McMahon that said, look, wrestling fans are, they're getting smarter. They're more sophisticated now. We can't just do a lot of simplistic things anymore. And again, look, I'll say that's what I think everybody enjoyed about Johnny and Tommaso. But you guys made that last, almost 3 years? I mean, 2 years easy. And that's almost impossible to do nowadays.
Well, I did look it up. This was listed as the 4th best Shawn Michaels versus Triple H match of all time. And, the internet knows. So
yeah. Well, I wonder what other ones say. I bet you that's the best regular match one. I mean, because I'm not going to imagine there's probably like a Last Man Standing or Hell in a Cell or
Right.
the one where I came back or something like that. I mean, because I,
There's a
you know,
chamber one that was thrown in there too,
yeah.
I think.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that to me that is one of my all-time favorite. Just you know, at its core, wrestling match. But that's and again, that's always fun to know that one of your best ones you had, you just sort of went out there and you know flew by the seat of your pants.
Yeah. I will say this, man, as much as I've gotten to work with you and Hunter over the last, 5 years or so, it's never lost on me that you are still Shawn Michaels. And it's so surreal to watch two of my favorites as a kid. I mean, I think at this point I'm a sophomore or junior in high school when this match is happening. And to watch this back now with you, we're commentating on it. It's going to be seen by that same WWE audience that I was a part of my entire life. And it's just two of my favorites going at it, and pretty cool for me to pick your brain a little bit and just to be able to chat with you almost now as a coworker in some degree. So
Yeah, no, that was good. It's fun for me. I want to wish obviously Hunter happy 25th anniversary. Everybody knows it. He is absolutely my best friend. One of the most important people in the world to me. And it is for me too, Tommaso. And I won't get too lovey-dovey on you, but you know how special you guys are to me, and obviously he is too. And for me now to have those two worlds coming together, my job, I am the happiest dude in the world doing my job because it is you guys, mean the world to me. NXT means the world to me, Hunter, and obviously this company always has. And so, like I said, to me, it is always a joy to go to work every day. And I appreciate you guys making it easy on an old man like me to get to go out like this is pretty freaking phenomenal.
Well, I appreciate it, man. And thank you for letting me be a part of this with you. To Hunter, happy 25th. Amazing career that is just continuing.
Yeah.
And I look forward to the next 25 years, man.
There we go. Thank you, man.